mini Kumbh Mela and a big Kumbh Mela. The real Kumbh Mela is every 12 years. All the practitioners in the Himalaya around India, so-called holy men, they all gather in one of the 4 holy places in India. One of the places is Hardwar, and that means the gate of heaven. And when they gather there in 10 of thousands, 100 of thousands, and millions of Indian people would go there for pilgrimage and to worship these holy people and to offer them food and necessity, clothing and all that, and ask for their advice and blessing. So you will see all sorts of holy men there. Anyhow, so I was there, and I saw all kind of holy men laying on the nails bed or hanging on the tree, or maybe a leg or two, but not the neck. And when you go there, also a lot of naked yogi, they just go around like that with ashes on their body, nothing else, not even a piece of cloth. In India, these are nothing for the Indian people. They don't look at outside appearance. They just look right inside the soul of the practitioner and worship them with all reverence and purity and devotion from their hearts. I think the Indian people are so pure and holy by their hearts. They accept anything, any religion. And if you are just wearing some kind of saffron robe, they would immediately worship you. They never question where you come from, or how long you have been holy, or whether you have truly been holy or not. They don't care. They just trust you completely. Doesn't matter you look white, or you look black, or you look pink. They don't care whether you're Indian or foreigners. There are some women, yogis too. Sometimes they live together with other women, renunciate, or they live together with their son and relatives who were also renunciate. And they just really live near the Ganges River and eat there, bath there, drink water from there. And they go around begging for food and then go back to the caves and meditate or recite their mantras. Oh, that kind of life is also very peaceful, No responsibility, no stress, and no problem. So apart from all these things, people worship different animals too. Indian is a liberal country. They accept all kinds of religions. Before they used to be 100% or 90% vegetarian. And now due to some of the religious influence from other country, and due to their free will or free nature of acceptance, they accept everything, and they also turn into meat eaters. And that's probably why they bring some of the suffering to the Indian people lately. So I hope one day they will return to their original philosophy of life and be a vegetarian. And it will be fine. And now in this story we can see that some of the human beings are not to be trusted. The elephant helped him carry him out of the danger, and then he sold the elephant. Actually, this story sounds very far-fetched, but it might be true too, because even in the modern time, we have heard of many stories in the newspapers or a true story about animals, wild animals, who rescue some infant somewhere because infant was abandoned or maybe lost in the forest. They rescue them and raise them. About 10 years ago or something, there was a Catholic priest who saw 2 little girls about 10 years old living together with a group of wolves, and they have no problem together. And the girls also walking by all 4 and hop around with them. And the wolves did do no harm to them, but raised them. That's why, perhaps from infants, that's why they walk and they talk like a wolf, They also howl like wolf in the night, and especially at the full moon night. And the priest took pity upon these girls, so he tried to get some troops of the armies soldiers to go over there and try to capture the 2 girls back. Because even though they walk by all 4, but they are still very slow compared to the real wolves. So they were left behind after the other wolves have escaped. But the priest only wanted the 2 girls anyhow. So he took the girls home and feed them, clothe them, and try to teach them human behavior and language. But the girls are not very adapted to the new situation, perhaps feeling lonely and strange. I still walking with the 4 legs now and again, and always try to escape. Even though she can speak some human language now and wearing human clothes and eating at the table, still she tried to escape because she probably feel missing the wolves very much. I think they accepted the wolves as their parents. So after they were taken away from the wolves, they didn't live long. 1 girl died after another. They don't adapt the new situation. Always they try to go back to where they belong. It was a true story, huh? From this story we can see that even the wild and fierce animals, they do have love. And they do distinguish between a harmful human beings and a little helpless infant. So they adapted them. There are some of the films for children we have seen similar to this story. Perhaps it comes from this story. And many other instances, like a crocodile helped to bring a small drowned girl back to her father. And many other instances, like the elephant girl, because she lived with the elephant. Or maybe Tarzan. Maybe that was a true story too. The monkey boy. So if we come to think about it, some of the animals truly are like human, and sometimes even better than some of us humans, in terms of discriminating between right and wrong, between virtues and evil. So this is one of the best reasons why we should not eat animal. We should just leave them alone and live in harmony together. So, all right, with this in mind, be happy that you're vegetarian and behaving good.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lower blood pressure, lower cholesterol levels, reduce type 2 diabetes, prevent stroke conditions, reverse atherosclerosis, reduce heart disease risk 50%, reduce heart surgery risk 80%, prevent many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increase life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, conserve up to 70% clean water,
save over 70% of the Amazonian rainforest from clearance for animal grazing,
a solution for world hunger,
free up 3,433 million hectares of land annually, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply,
consume 2/3 less fossil fuels than those used for meat production,
reduce pollution from untreated animal waste, maintain cleaner air,
save 4.5 tons of emissions per US household per year,
stop 80% of global warming,
plus more.
We thank you for your presence on today's episode of Between Master and Disciples. Please stay tuned for Healthy Living up next after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. Farewell and heaven bless.